Today I'm excited to introduce you to the Cinematic Starter Pack for Blender, created by the incredibly talented 3D artist Alan Wayne, who made several videos on how to improve your renders and speed up the rendering process. With over 5 years of industry experience, Alan has designed this pack to take your renders to the next level and make them more visually appealing whether you're just starting out or already a skilled artist. The pack comes in both free and paid versions, and if you stick with me until the end, I'll even share a special offer for those interested in the full package. But first, let's dive into what's inside. First of all, the pack includes 10 camera presets for different needs. Whether you need wide shots for architectural visualizations or close-ups for product renders, these presets have you covered. For detailed flat shots with minimal perspective distortion, there's the close-up at 100mm and the extreme close-up at 120mm, which are ideal for rendering facial features or tiny macro elements. If you need a broader field of view, the extreme wide shot at 24mm and the fisheye lens presets are perfect for architectural or environmental renders. You can even choose between blurred or non-blurred fisheye effect, depending on what you are looking for. For mid-range options, you've got the medium close-up at 80mm and the cinematic medium shot at 65mm, which is the ideal range for closer shots in movie scenes, but it can also serve well in product visualizations. Finally, the wide shot at 30mm offers a perspective close to human vision, making it great for first-person views or natural-looking renders, or when you want to include richer background storytelling with the main character. In addition to standard camera presets, the asset pack also includes custom bokeh shapes that allow for cinematic blur effects in the background. This optic technique is very common in movie production, where the background is blurred into these aesthetic visuals. The shape and quality of bokeh are heavily influenced by the design of the camera lens, particularly the aperture diaphragm. The diaphragm's shape determines how out of focus light points appear in the final image. You can easily adjust the amount of blades in the camera settings, but if you would like to use a custom shape, just add the camera, uncheck instance, enable depth of field, and then you will get the effect automatically. And if you would like to change the shape, you do it easily by dragging and dropping the bokeh shape into the material slot. Also, if you cannot see the blur in the viewport in the real time, go to viewport shading options and under compositor setting check always. Next, there are also two high-quality procedural glass materials designed for different uses. The CSP glass material here simulates the chemically strengthened glass, which is useful for making tempered displays and protective screens on devices, facades, lenses, or car windows. On the other hand, the diamond glass material features a light dispersion effect, perfect for creating materials for diamonds, quartz, crystals, or stylized glass objects, where you have this cool-looking color division. I already told you that there are camera presets, but what I haven't mentioned yet is that you can combine them with lens effects, which are also part of this pack. You can choose from 3 node-based cinematic lens effects that you can import to the composer and procedurally adjust after rendering. I am talking about glare, lens distortion, flare effect, chromatic aberration, color grading, and other effects for enhancing the final render and mimicking the camera artifacts. It's a good way how you can implement a certain mood or visual to your render if you want to enhance it even more. Let's talk about light presets. The collection comes with 8 useful light presets that can be used for studio lighting setups or as realistic light effects in your renders. First of all, there are 2 area light presets for studio lighting that can be used as a spotlight, which is useful when you want to bring attention to the main element in the scene or to create strong contrast with the background. For custom lighting, there are also 2 plain presets with emissive material, so instead of light objects, you can use mesh with emissive materials and create custom light shapes if you would prefer that. Finally, this pack includes 4 laser presets in 3 color variations, which is by far my favorite asset from this pack. I'm really excited that the developer included these, because I've always struggled to replicate lasers like this, but now I'm just thinking of how many cool renders I can make with them. What's also great about these lasers is that you can adjust them as regular light, and if you mix them with volumetrics, you can get very cool looking results where the light from the laser is cutting through the volume. Speaking of volumetrics, they are here as well. You can choose from common volumetric types like ground fog, useful for foggy renders, and other volume presets that will help to add depth and atmosphere. I am very glad that they are included in this pack, because when you use volumetrics in your render, even with a really small density, it will enhance the depth and the light interactions with the environment. It's also a good way to add sunbeams to nature scenes. There are also 3 ray presets included in this pack, which are basically emissive volumes, which are also useful because they render faster than if you combine light objects with regular volume. So if you would like to make car lights or a jet flame, this will come handy. Another cool thing you can do with volumetrics is to mix them with emissive particles, which are included here in 5 different variations in the form of image textures. You can procedurally adjust the look, the color, and the emission strength, and if you for some reason see the black background, which can sometimes happen, just change the blend mode. Lastly, this pack also comes with its own water shader that you can apply just by dragging and dropping to any object. Of course, you have the full control over the wave speed, direction, texture scale, and strength, and you can customize it by your preference. That's all from me, so if you are interested in getting the cinematic pack, you can either download the free version, or if you would like to get the full version, then go to the description and use the first link to get 25% off, which I think is a very sweet offer, because the amount of value you get for that price, that's a steal even without the discount. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.